Now both the low pressure, high pressure, and the oil lubricating pressure switch are completely removed. Here the existing bracket is ready to accept the near drop-in installation of the new PressuRITE digital controller. The previously used 1032 screws that held the old switches in place will now be used to hold the new PressuRITE controller in place, shown here with the wires terminated. The technician is now preparing to reinstate power, turning on the surface breaker and the control power switch. He's plugging in the setup tool. As you can see here, it comes up indicating the setup tool version firmware, and he's preparing to configure the PressuRITE controller for operation. Following the instructions by pressing the menu key, he first needs to query the unit as shown. Indicates it's connecting to the controller, indicating the PressuRITE type and the firmware version, and tells him that it needs calibrating. By pressing the menu key and moving to the calibration sequence, which is menu item number 4, he then presses enter to begin the calibration process. It asks him if he would like to calibrate, and he answers by pressing the yes button. This calibration process takes but a moment. It has now calibrated all 3 transducers to properly work with the PressuRITE controller and the compressor system. Next, he removes the setup tool from the PressuRITE controller, closes the cover, and turns off the control power. This ensures the compressor will not start inadvertently. He's now preparing the 1/4-inch flare ports to accept the installation of the transducers. This is critical because the transducers all need to be calibrated as they were prior to being installed on the compressor body. He's now showing that channel 4 transducer is to be installed on the discharge of the oil pump. He's backspinning the transducer wiring 7 turns approximately in order to allow easy spin-on installation onto the 1/4-inch male flare adapter fitting. Notice how the wires straighten out. After a snug hand fit, the technician uses his small adjustable crescent wrench, and by using a properly adjusted backup wrench on the fitting, he then tightens the transducer down properly. Each transducer contains a Schrader depressor, which will ensure that there are no leaks if it ever needs to be removed. Technician is now installing the cap on the second port of the oil pump discharge to ensure no oil escapes. Now the technician is going to install the channel 2 high pressure transducer onto the male flare adapter on the discharge head of the compressor. Once again, he's backspinning the transducer approximately 7 times in order to allow the wiring to spin with the transducer onto the adapter. Notice the wire straightens out. He hand snugs the transducer, again uses the small adjustable crescent wrench, and by using the backup channel locks ensures that the fitting is not broken while tightening the transducer. Prior to having done that, in particular on the oil discharge second adapter fitting on the pump, The technician used a leak lock compound in order to ensure that there would be no leakage even after the flare cap is tightened down with the wrench. Here the technician is applying the compound onto the low pressure fitting on the compressor head. In this particular case, this is an extra fitting and will no longer be needed. So the technician is threading a blank threaded cap onto the fitting. Using the channel locks as a backup wrench, he uses a small adjustable wrench to tighten the cap securely. Now the technician is installing the low pressure transducer onto the side body port fitting of the compressor. He had previously backspun the transducer approximately 7 times to ensure that the wire would straighten out when the transducer was installed. Here the technician is tightening the transducer using the small adjustable crescent wrench. Now the technician is opening the discharge access valve stem, allowing the refrigerant to pass into the compressor body, having previously evacuated the air from the compressor body itself. This is in preparation to start the compressor system. After opening the valve completely, the technician threads on the service access stem cap by hand and then tightens that cap with the large adjustable crescent wrench to ensure no refrigerant leakage. The technician now moves to the back side of the compressor on the suction port, and using the access service wrench once again opens the access valve stem on the suction side valve. He does this by moving the stem in a counterclockwise direction until it is fully retracted. Again, hand threads on the access valve stem cap. And uses the large adjustable crescent wrench to ensure that the cap makes a tight seal to prevent any refrigerant gas that might seep out. Now we're ready to start configuring PressuRITE. Power has been reinstated and the display is showing us what to do. First, we query the unit. Shows us it's connecting to the PressuRITE. It's telling us what it is. It's a PressuRITE PR204. It's ready. And we now press the menu key as so instructed. We now move to menu item number 3, configure set points. We press the enter button. We won't use any configuration help, and we're going to put our own set points in, so we won't use the defaults. We won't be using head pressure control, but we will be doing low pressure control, so we answer yes. It asks us for the on pressure set point. We're going to change it from the default setting of 40 psi to 45. When we're there, we press the enter button. Next, it asks us for the off pressure set point. We're going to move from the default set point of 25 as shown by using the arrow keys, to the set point of 10 psi, and when we're there we press the enter button. Next, do we want to do high pressure? The answer is yes. The default is 300. We want 290 pounds. We press enter. It asks us if we want to do automatic or manual reset, and we choose to do automatic reset. The automatic reset limit is 190 pounds, and we accept that. It now asks if we'd like to do oil pressure. We answer by pressing the yes button. This is a Copeland compressor, and we therefore set the differential set point of the oil to be 9 psi as instructed by Copeland. We press enter. It asks us if we'd like to save the values. We say yes. The waiting process while these set points are being written to the processor chip takes approximately 20 to 30 seconds. When completed, it will tell us it was successful, and will then move back to the main menu screen. It also asks us if we want to calibrate now. We've already calibrated the sensors, so we say no. Notice we've now returned to the main menu screen. We'd like to see what the transducers are doing, so we move to item number 6 to monitor the pressure transducers and what the system is doing. As you can see from the screen, it makes a continuous scroll telling us what the current readings are, whether the relay is on and off, and what all 4 channels of the transducers are doing. We may at any time press the menu button to return to the main menu screen. This PressuRITE contains a pair of digital input contacts that need to be jumpered because it's not connected to a network. Once this is done, the PressuRITE is ready to go. This PressuRITE retrofit installation is now complete. Shown here is a full PressuRITE compressor rack installation. Please visit our website at www.theproductgroup.net to learn more about our RITE technology product line.